Hello again. So happy you could join me on this beautiful day. I hope it's a beautiful day wherever you're at. I'd like to start out by thanking all my viewers and subscribers. I really do appreciate it. And I always try to get back with you as soon as I possibly can. Today we got our standard that I like using, a pre-stretched canvas, 16 by 20. What I did was I went to your local hardware or hobby shop, picked up some different spray paints, different tones, sprayed it, waited for that to completely dry, but make sure you're in a well ventilated area and have a mask on. After that dried, I put a thin coat of liquid clear on, and that's going to help the oils go on a lot smoother. And if you notice that when you missed a spot, the oils will drag, so you want to make sure you cover the whole thing with a thin coat of liquid clear. Maybe today, I don't know, maybe we'll do some distant mountains, maybe with some grass coming up the side, lighter yellows, maybe a pond, who knows. But any colors and any information you'll need to paint along with me will come across the screen right about here. So that's where we're at. Like I said, we loaded it up with a thin coat of liquid clear. We'll come in and we'll use a little fan brush here. This one right here. Let's get into some light colors maybe. Maybe some red and some white. Get a pink color going right up above the mountain, right where the mountain might be, the horizon. Just like that. Take this blender brush, it's real soft. We're going to come in and we're going to blend this in. Circular motions. We'll come in and we'll put some white in after, but for now, we're just putting this pink color in. Add some more pink to the mix. All the way. Just like that. Come into the fan blender brush again. We'll wipe it off. Just trying to get some light. The lighter areas. Where we want some of that color to be. More? Maybe this is a little lighter. Back into the blender brush. Just want the horizon to have some things happening in there. Come into some more whiter color. Wipe off that blender brush. Circular motions till we get that sky that we're looking for. You can go all the way down as far as you'd like. We almost got it. that fan brush off somewhat. You use odorless paint thinner. It's always a good thing. I'm going to come in just to some white. More white. Wipe off that blender. Circular motions. Just the tip of it. Just the tip of the blender brush. Got all kinds of things happening out there. Little cloudy things and going up with the colors and barely. Right in this area here, looks like we got some clouds coming up. Okay, I'm going to clean off that fan brush, blender brush. Knock the excess off. Set this down here. And we'll come in and we'll do some mountains. Do some mountain colors. Take the palette knife and we'll come into some purple color. Purple and green. And some brown. Van Dyke brown. Get a little roll of paint right across the edge. And we'll come in here and we'll say one of our mountains is right up here. Just like that. Can make that coming down. Maybe it's got a little ledge. Maybe this comes all the way over here. Just like that. Come into the brush that we used to put the liquid clear on. I'm going to pull this mountain down. You can make it as steep or as level as you want just by pulling the angles. That can go right off the canvas there. I wipe some of the paint off because you you want it to get more misty towards the base. And that's all I'm doing is wiping it off. What I see, I'm going to come into some brown now. Brown and black mix. Maybe there's a little something happening there. Okay, we'll come in to that brush we used to blend it. What I do is I took some brown, mixed that in, because I think that's the kind of hue, color I'm looking for. Knock off the excess. Come into that palette knife, grab some whites. Get a little roll of paint on here. Maybe we got something happening right in here, right along this side. Something like that. We'll leave that almost just the way it is. Grab a little bit more white. Just tap that on there. Just pull that through. You get all that little stuff happening. All that gray, lighter. And that goes back a little bit mistier back in the corner there. Tell you what, we'll take some of that brown. Get some, maybe some shadows back here off of this brown. Just tapping it in. I like that. You got the two different shades going. Set this down, come into that blender brush. I'm going to tap the bottom of this hill. You want to pay attention to the lay of the mountain and go with the angles. And you just want to mist it. Want to mist it in. Clean that off. You just want to tap that. Get all that misty. That mistiness going all the way up where it's kind kind of foggy. All the way. Something similar to that. Take the corner of the brush, just tap this up here. Kind of have it misty all the way up. Now what we can do is come in to some green. We use this fan brush we use with the sky color on it. We'll come into some green, sap green, Van Dyke brown. Kind of a dark color. Put that on there first. Then we can come in and highlight it. So maybe here we have some green running up the hill off in the distance. Maybe that goes over to the side. I'm going to tap this in. Then we'll come in and we'll highlight it. Maybe it goes off to the side over here, over the side of the mountain. Something similar to that. Maybe that can come all the way down. Got some grassy areas. Now, come into another fan brush, get some liquid white on there, and some yellow, Cacadian yellow. And we just want to tap some of that in there to where we can blend it in. Blend it in. Simple as that. Just tapping that, just like that. Set this down. Come into that blender brush. We're just going to tap this. Just with the corner of the brush. Just with the corner. Come back into that little fan brush to highlight some more in here. Back and through here. Just like that. Clean off this brush. Come back in, we'll tap this again. Just barely. That can go all the way back. Who knows what's going on back there? Tapping it. Right over the hillside. Goes right here. All the way this way. Kind of pulling that, blending that in. Pulling that down. Got some grassy areas here. Step back. Now, come into the palette knife, and we can put another mountain right here. We'll get into some browns, maybe some black. A little bit of white. Yeah, I think I like that color. Leaving it marble. Maybe our mountain is right there. Maybe it comes down. Add some more paint. Maybe it's got a peak there. Maybe it comes right down. We'll determine what we want to do with that in a minute. I'm going to get some weight, even at marble. Coming right up here. Like that. Set that down. Come into this brush here we used for the mountains. Pull the angles down. This goes just like this. Kind of comes right in front. We can put some more darker color in there. Maybe some black, brown. A little roll of paint. Like that. That blender brush again. Pulling it down. Some breaks up there. Come in. Get some white and black. Keep it marbled a little bit. That rocky formations, stones, and all kinds of things happening up there. Now we can run up some greenery. Take this little fan brush that we had going on, the colors. And maybe we can have some green coming up here. All the way up. All the way up here. Some more green and black. All the way up there. We'll tap that in. run it all the way down. Set this down. Come into the blender brush. We'll kind of tap this. Get that grassy stuff happening up and down the hill. Something like that. Come into the yellow again. Yellow and white on that fan brush. That one right there. And we can come in and maybe highlight some stuff in here. Maybe where some sun might be hitting some of the area. Come back into that blender brush, wipe it off. You want to tap that yellow. Some of that look. Maybe right down in through here. It can be brighter right at the edge. Just like that. All the way up. Yet. Just like that. Just tap it. And that gets to that lightness. All the way down. Step back, got some different things happening. Now we'll come in and do some evergreen trees. Dark evergreen trees. So we're going to mix some of that up. Liquid clear. It's going to thin it out on some of that dark green color. Dark evergreens. We'll take a little bit off of there. I'm going to come in here and make some distant trees back on over here maybe. Just a little bunch of them here. Off in the distance. Just like that. Come in to the blender brush and tap that underneath there. Kind of have them set right into the mountain. pushes them right back. Okay, we'll grab some lighter color with that green. We're going to put some distant trees in first. Like behind. Maybe there's some there. A little bit darker. Darker in the distance. Something similar to that. All the way. All the way to the other side. We'll just put some of these in for now. Behind, off in the distance. Set this down. Gotta come in. To the blender brush. I'm gonna tap this and mist it. You want those misty trees in the back. Circular motions. Just trying to get that haze going. Hope you can see that. All the way. Hazy. Misty. Hazy, misty. Wipe off some of that brush. Want that misty look. Misty. All at the base there. Just like that. I would pull up on those because sometimes you can't. But I kind of like the angles and everything that's happening with those trees. And before we get too much further, I'm going to go ahead and put a bird in. You can either say it's an eagle or a hawk or just a little tiny brush. Just like that. We're going to come in and who knows, we can put it right here. Flying overhead. Make it a little bit bigger so you can see it. So you can see it, view it at home, or wherever you're painting it from. But what I see is this needs to be pushed up. Needs to be pushed up. Tell you what though, I'm going to scrape that off somewhat. Come into this brush here. Let's blend in some of the sky here. Use that blender brush. Whenever you make a mistake or you're not sure on anything, all you gotta do is take that knife and wipe it off and then come back in and start over. Got some things going on right there. I'm going to come in to a brush and put some more white in there. Take the blender brush, blend that in there. Like that. Automatic sky. Come back into that little brush. We'll put that eagle in there again. Or that hawk. Just like that. You correct the mistake. Now, we'll come back into some dark colors now. We'll put some evergreen trees right in here. More liquid white or liquid clear. That green and the brown. And some black. I want it to be dark. Roll it right up on that fan brush on both sides. Now, maybe we can come in right in here with some trees. All I'm doing is tapping. Tapping, and we can put a tree here. Bigger tree. Just going back and forth. Then the harder you tap, the wider the tree gets down to the base. Just like that. Maybe you have one right here. All I did was loaded up some more paint. Just like that. More black, brown, green. Maybe there's one right here. Maybe we could have one back here. Just keep loading up the dark colors. Distant trees. This can be a lesson on how to make evergreen trees. Just tapping. All the way down. Even some gaps in there and some whatever. Get a nice look. Get some nice stuff happening. All the way down. Another one here. Another one there. Who knows? Maybe we can put one right there. Off to the side. Kind of in between there. In between them. I'm going to load up some more liquid clear. Some of that dark color, black, brown. All the way down. Just like that. Maybe we got one here. Just the corner of the brush, just tapping it. And going back and forth. Told you this could be a lesson on evergreen trees. And let's see, we can put one up here. All I'm doing is tapping down first. Makes it easier than to follow the line all the way down. Add some more color. If you want it darker, so it stands out right there. We can have a big one right here. All the way up. More liquid clear. Because a thin paint sticks to a thick paint every time. I'm going to add all these colors. Get some dark going. So this one will stand out against that mountain. Maybe we can have another big one right there. All the way down. Just going back and forth. Pick up some more dark. All the way down. Now we can put some grass in here, grassy areas, and make a little pond in there. Okay. We'll take this brush here, I'm going to load it up with some green and brown, midnight black, liquid clear, load it right up. I'm going to set this down. I'm going to use it just like this here. And we'll come back in here. Just tapping. Tapping right underneath the trees. That can go way back if you wanted to. Go way right around that corner there, right around the edge. Just like this. Can have it come right around, and this can come right around to here. Pick up some more dark colors. You can have this come right up there like that. come right around like that. We'll get this side coming around too. Comes right around here, then we'll have something coming out here. And that can go just like that. We can make some bushes here, and who knows. We'll get some things going on. Come in and highlight it and throw some bushes in. So the highlight, we're going to use that fan brush, liquid white, cadmium yellow, about it right up on that brush, right up on the fan brush, just like that. And determine, who knows, maybe right down here. Maybe we got that going on. Maybe over here there's some. Over there. Kind of hear him there. Get this blender brush. And we'll just start tapping some of this yellow. Just with the corner of the brush. Just like we did up there on that mountain. Just barely tapping it. Right underneath the evergreens. Just like that. Tap it over here. Gonna have that light, the light source hitting it. Just soft. Wipe that brush off. Come into the yellow fan brush, just like that. We'll load it up again and we'll tap that right on there. Get some things popping back here along this side. Like that. Go back in with the blender brush, just tapping it. All the way down to the edge. All the way to the water's edge. You can can make the angles come down however you want just by tapping it and running it in that direction. Whether you want it to go straight across or down. Or further back. Got that stuff going on. Almost like a quiet area. Back and forth, just keep doing it till you get the lightness that you're looking for. Just like that. You can have that sharpness, then pull back, and it kind of goes away. Kind of blends it back. Back and forth. Bring that all the way down. That sharpness up there. Looking good. I'm going to add some more yellow right here, I think. Have it pop a little more. Have it pop right there, just a little bit more. Feather it back. I think maybe back over here we can add a little something, a little dark right here. Just a little. Just to give it a little separation, but not too bright. Okay, got that going on. To clean this blender brush off. We're going to need it to do some more highlighting and knock off the excess. Now, let's come in to this 2-inch brush and we'll put some bushes and stuff in. Gonna add that green color. Dark colors. Some green, black, brown. To pull it in one direction. Get the little rounded edge there. And we can come in and maybe do some bushes right here. Colorful, who knows. Add some there. Dark colors. Pull it in one direction. Maybe we could have some back there. Some bushes here and there. Pull it in one direction. Maybe there won't be so many over here. We'll kind of leave that the way that is, I think. But we got some in here and there. Who knows? We'll leave that like that. And we'll come into some clean that brush off. Clean that brush off. We're going to come in and highlight it now. I'm going to highlight it with some brighter colors. Who knows? Let's do some whites and some purple. Light purple, I think. Pull it in one direction, just like that, and we'll come up in here and we'll highlight, just like what we did with the bush, putting the bushes in. Highlight something back here. Got that going on. Those colors, and we'll come into some pinks. Kind of go with the sky. The pinky color up there. Using liquid white and coming right into the red. Right into the red. got some colors just like that. So I'll be right back.